I request everyone to please rise for the national anthem. I would like to call upon our respected principal, Dr. Tabassum Sheikh Madam, a seasoned academician, a dynamic leader, a torchbearer of this arena of knowledge, to welcome the galaxy of intellectuals. I would like to invite ma'am with this couplet, जिनके किरदार से आती हो सदाकत की महक, जिनके किरदार से आती हो सदाकत की महक, उनकी तदरीस से पत्थर भी पिघल सकते हैं. डॉक्टर तबस्सुम शेख मैडम, प्रिंसिपल, Muslim Education Society, GM Momin Women's College.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you all. At the outset, I'm extremely thrilled to welcome our keynote speaker for the day, for the inaugural session, Professor Dr. Badiuddin. He is the Dean of Commerce and Management in Maulana Azad National Urdu University, and all the way he has come from Hyderabad to grace this occasion. So I welcome you, sir. I welcome our guest of honor, Madam Lalwani. She is the director of Sadhu Vaswani Institute in Thane, and in spite of her very busy schedule, she has graced Bhiwandi, our GM Momin Women's College. Ma'am, I welcome you. I welcome our office bearers, Honorable General Secretary, Mr. Sohail Fakisa, our President, Zia Shakur sir, I welcome other management members, Mr. Shahzad, Mr. Noor Patel, and the panelists who are present here today. The panelists are very, people of repute. They are principals of various colleges. We have Principal Shaukat Ali sir from Akbar Pibroy College, Mumbai. I welcome you, sir. And Dr. Vinay Bhole sir, thank you for gracing this occasion. Our coordinators, Professor Dhole sir, Tausif Dhole, I thank you for organizing, and Nazim Momin madam for being the coordinator. Yes, so the topic is emerging trends in commerce and management. Okay, emerging trends in commerce and management, and its catalytic role in nation building. We all know what is commerce, we all know what is management, most of us, and we know that commerce is all about a commercial activity which enhances the growth of the economy of a country. Now, as we the topic which talks about emerging trends, we all know what are the new trends of in commerce and management, especially in commerce with regard to internet banking, and especially after COVID, we have learned so much of what is called as internet marketing, etc. But somewhere, as a person of philosophy, when we talk about such a phenomenal development in e-commerce and marketing and management, we need to go back to our leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru, and especially in the existing scenario of President Kalam, that they did speak about, because we know we get such whenever these leaders are spoken of in many homes, okay, and especially the new generation is not aware of what these leaders have contributed in nation building. Today, India It is not just the Britishers who have given us this India. It is the thought and the thinking and the concept what our great leaders had. So Mahatma Gandhi has spoken about village republic. Okay, village, how villages should be empowered, how the economy should be coming from the villages. At the same time, we had a revolutionary person like Jawaharlal Nehru who spoke about industrialization. So imagine two leaders at the same time, very contemporary. At that time, they were contemporary to each other, and one spoke about the progress of the village, one spoke about the industrialization. But we have failed to understand, the new generation has really failed to understand what they meant. Today we are speaking about NEP and new education policy and whatnot, that it should reach the community. And that time these leaders envisioned, at that time the leaders envisioned about the growth, the economical growth in the villages. We called it as a village, what is called as a republic. At that time, Jawaharlal Nehru said that if we need to compete with other nations, we need to go in for industrialization. So he gave the dream of a new India. He gave the dream of a new India at that time. Today we are talking about what is the role of commerce and management in and its catalytic role in nation building. Mind you, a nation will become a nation and will be a united nation and a progressive nation only when the commerce, if we talk about the what is called as the e-commerce or the new emerging trend, will cater to the lowest of the low. Today we see it's an era of globalization, liberalization, post-modernization, whatnot. But are we catering to each and every citizen of our country? Is our economy catering to each and every citizen of the country? We do not see that. Globalization is catering to the very few people. Okay? The top 20 people, we can talk 20% of the people. What about the 80% who are languishing in poverty? They do not have proper safe drinking water, or they do not have means to eat properly. What about that? Is that globalization? Is that modernization? I don't think so. So if we say that we have a right to speak about commerce and management and nation building, a nation building will take place only and only if there is social justice in the society. And social justice will come when the not very what is called as the less fortunate people or the disadvantaged section of the society will be satisfied with their economy if we are keeping them satisfied with livelihood, and if that commerce is transforming into jobs, okay, it is transforming into jobs and no one is remaining unemployed in this vast nation of which we call as our India. Otherwise, we do not have a right to say that yes, we are globally very competent. We are globally what is called as we are ahead. We are one of the most developed countries of the world. No, we do not have that right unless a vast population is catered to socially and economically. Then only we can say yes, we belong to a country who is competent enough globally. Thank you so much. I welcome that all our guests for today, and I really believe that we all will have a very good time to listen to all the good speakers. It will be a feast to understand, take knowledge from them, and educate ourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. ए वक्त ठहर जा कि यहाँ मेहमान आए, ए वक्त ठहर जा कि यहाँ मेहमान आए हैं, लम्हे ये बार बार मैसर नहीं होते. It's time to felicitate our guests, our management members. May I now request Mr. Zia Abdul Shakur Momin, Vice President, Konkan Muslim Education Society, to kindly felicitate our chief guest and keynote speaker, Professor Badiuddin Ahmad, Dean, School of Commerce and Business Management, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. तालियां बजनी चाहिए, please. Thank you, sir. May I now request Mr. Sohail Mushtaq Fakir, Honorary General Secretary, Konkan Muslim Education Society, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Bhagwanti H. Nanwani ma'am, Director, Sadhu Vaswani Institute of Management Studies for Girls, Pune. Good to have you, ma'am. Thank you. I request Sohail sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Professor Vinay Bole sir, former principal of Model College Autonomous, Dombivli. I request Noor Patel sir to kindly felicitate Professor Dr. Shaukat Ali sir, Principal Akbar Pebai College, Mumbai. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I request Principal Ma'am to kindly felicitate our Vice President, Mr. Zia Abdul Shakur Momin sir. तालियां बजनी चाहिए, please. Thank you, ma'am. I request Madam to kindly felicitate Mr. Sohail Fakir sir, General Secretary, Konkan Muslim Education Society. I request ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Fahad Bobere sir, Honorary Treasurer, Konkan Muslim Education Society. Welcome, sir. I request ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Noor Patel sir. Thank you, ma'am. I request Principal ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Shehzad Momin sir. I request ma'am to kindly felicitate Aziz sir from Rais High School. I request ma'am to kindly felicitate uh, Vijay ma'am. Vijay ma'am, please can you come up on the dais, please? Thank you, ma'am. I request ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Imran Ansari from Student Stories. We have people from media here. Thank you, ma'am. We have a media person from a very reputed newspaper in Talab. We have Khalid Abdul Qayyum, sir. Khalid Ansari. Thank you. I request Vice President of our society. I request General Secretary of our society, and I request Chief Guest and Guest of Honor to jointly felicitate our Principal, Dr. Tabassum Sheikh Madam, and Treasurer also, sir. Thank you all. May I now formally request our General Secretary, Konkan Muslim Education Society, Mr. Sohail Mushtaq Faki, to inaugurate the national conference and for his opening remarks. I call you, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi Shrah li Sadri wa Yassir li Amri. Good morning, all. I welcome our chief guest, Mr. Batu, Mr. Anil Kumar Singh, Dr. Kavita, Dr. Bhiwandi, and Professor Shaukat, Mr. Vinay, and Mr. Shaukat. Dr. Princess Shaukat is from Akbar Bhai Bhai College, and Principal Tabassum Sheikh, all gracious office bearers, Yasir, Maharashtra, and other dignitaries from the management, and faculty, Nazreen Momin, the head of commerce, and BMS head, Professor Tawfiq Dole, and their students, all faculties, my special faculty of GM Momin. I really have immense pleasure to inaugurate this very official inauguration of this seminar, this conference, national conference today. So I keep it open, and I really look forward to speak few words about the changing trends in the subject narrated to me. That is the role. It's the changing trends of commerce and businesses in upbringing India. So here I would like to say that the scene scenario is fast changing, and the business and commerce is taking all new shapes and new ways of doing business. And as we do the business ethically and correctly with our all energy, definitely India will emerge as one of the topmost countries in the world. Today, I would like to say that there are many issues, especially the NEP thing. NEP issue is very important. So, how well we implement NEP thing in our colleges and other institutions is really a matter of concern. And I'm very sure that the principal under the management of Principal Tabassum Sheikh and other qualified professors and teachers, faculties, and principals of other schools too, there will be no problem in implementing these. Definitely, there are pros and cons in implementing NEP. There are a few good points and some difficulties also, but definitely we can do and change our old existing way of teaching. Let me tell you that if we talk of the new trends or new the changes in the industry and commerce, so the role of the manager also has become very vital, and the how to empower your delegates and how to permit them with new ideas, sparkling ideas. So all these things put together, we can definitely achieve the required progress in our business and commerce thing, eventually affecting our country. Here, I would like to say about something about artificial intelligence. And I really draw attention of my management people, gracious management people, my principal and faculties, that artificial intelligence, how can we put artificial intelligence into practice to achieve or to benefit the commerce and business, doing the business. Because of now that business has become international and we have many different groups sitting in different countries, there is time differences also, and there is a difference in cultures, and also the role of manager has really has become very important in these situations. So I really once again thank you, Mr. Bajotin sir, Principal Tabassum Sheikh, and all heads of Department of Commerce and BMS and teachers. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Yes, now it's the time to listen to our keynote addressee. I'm extremely thrilled to take an opportunity to introduce Professor Badiuddin Ahmed, sir. Professor Badiuddin Ahmed is a Dean, School of Commerce and Business Management, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. Sir is an excellent researcher with 157 research papers to his credit, published both in international and national journals of repute. Sir is a recognized PhD guide, Alhamdulillah. Professor Badiuddin is a member of extremely reputed professional bodies such as All India Management Association, All India Commerce Association, Indian Accounting Associations, to name a few. Sir has delivered many lectures as a resource person in various academic staff colleges. Sir has chaired sessions in national and international conferences. Professor Ahmed is recipient of many prestigious awards such as Rashtriya Gaurav Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, American Medal of Honor, to name a few. I would like to invite sir with this couplet. न पूछो गुफ्तगू में क्या असर रखता है वो, न पूछो गुफ्तगू में क्या असर रखता है वो, संग दिल को मोम करने का हुनर रखता है वो. प्रोफेसर बदीउद्दीन अहमद फॉर हिज कीनोट एड्रेस.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to all distinguished chief patrons, Momin ma'am, Director, Saudi Western Institute of Management, Pune, respected Dr. Tabassum Sheikh ma'am, Principal, this Momin College, and Dr. Tawsif, Head Department of BMS, Ms. Nazneen, Momin, Head Department of Commerce, Teaching and Non-Teaching, Fraternity, dear students, participants, guests, journalists, colleagues, good morning to all of you, and Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As Dr. Ahmed has given his introduction, it's a, I think, slight exaggeration, after an academician, important part of paper, writing paper, getting PhD guideship. So, anyhow, Allah Ta'ala, God has given me the opportunity to be the Central University and serving for the last 20 years. And during this process, I have done to the best of my ability for what I am being appointed. I am invited to deliver keynote address in this national conference entitled Emerging Trends in Commerce and Management and Strategic Role in Nation Building, organized by Department of Management, Commerce and Department of Studies, Momin College, Bhiwandi. First, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the organizers, participants of this event, and to extend my sincere appreciation to the organizers of this college for hosting this national level conference, for their dedicated efforts and their warm hospitality in welcoming me and the other guests. It's a great honor and leaders to be here before you to deliver keynote speak or a lecture. Before I do my presentation, PPT, I would like to uh, draw your attention on the present scenario. That is how the traditional business, traditional commerce and management practices, and we cannot continue with those because of the fast changing environment, fast developing trends. We need to develop ourselves. We need to adapt to those. For the reason, the title shows very much that emerging trends. Yes, trends have been changing a lot, and it's a very fast pace also. And in this context, we need to be very cautious enough. If we do not adapt, if we do not evolve, then we will be lagging behind in the competition. So to make use of this, I've tried to uh, draw your attention on few aspects which are emerging trends in commerce management in the form of PowerPoint presentation. I try to show you this technological, disruption is important aspect of this new trends. The emerging trend, but you cannot say that I am from very old age. I did some long back my education. I'm never. I don't know how to adapt it, how to learn about it. If we speak in that way, if we think in that way, then we will be out of the competition. It's something like you either perform or perish is the buzzword. For that reason, technological whatever disruptions, but that is examining how the technology is moving ahead and automation, blockchain, artificial intelligence, as Secretary has rightly mentioned, that artificial intelligence is one of the most important elements which we need to acquaint, we need to learn about. And it is changing business models, developing sectors, and influencing management techniques. These are very much needed. We cannot just keep our thinking on the past. We have to move ahead and adopting these technological changes. Then data-driven decision making. The decision making part we have the traditional side that we need to give up that and go for the data-based, data-driven decision making that is talking about the importance of analytics, big data, and how companies are using insights into making strategic decisions. You just cannot go with the traditional methods of making it. Just you use all the modern techniques, and it is not difficult nowadays. You have a lot of sources to learn this, and you can make use of it and can proceed and get progress also. Then globalization and market trends. This again, what Madam is also, this Madam has said that this world is not small. Our business has been almost has no boundary now. We can reach to any part of the world in any moment, and that's what globalization. And in this concept, the market trends will also be changed. That is how supply chain growing, market trade, shifting consumer behavior, and all impacted globalization. So it is not confined to boundaries of India only. Now we need to cross the boundaries of India and go and get into the world market, global market, and to make that yes, we are here to do something outstanding. That's how we can do only when we have acquired this knowledge that is relevant. Then coming to sustainability and CSR, this is very important aspect of this 21st century. You cannot, cost of the society make good. We are answerable to society. We are accountable to society. That's what without this, we need to take care of sustainability, and sustainability and CSR are the very important aspect of the modern day. That's emerging trend. That is ethical practices has to be adopted. Then sustainability, corporate social responsibility, that CSR are becoming most important aspects of the modern trends. Then coming to remote work organization culture, that is we call it work from home after COVID. Basically, post COVID and during COVID and post COVID also most of the organizations are still adhere to the same work from home because of the various reasons. And this is a new trend coming in. And we need to have just look into this aspect as carry out remote work organization culture. Will it be continuing? Yes, it is continuing. You cannot say everybody is forced to come to the office, do the business, do the job. So you can sit at home and can contribute a lot to it. Then e-commerce and digital marketing. This growth and of e-commerce, as Madam also said, e-commerce It is the application of, you all know that you are commerce student, application of computer, internet to the what you call commerce. Is e-commerce, digital marketing techniques have changed, and consumer buying patterns have changed in post-COVID. New normal, the new concept normal to new normal, where everything is digital. So those days now we can just UPI have been used a lot. Even the vegetable vendor, even small pawn shop holder, everybody now they prefer to have this digital transfer of money. Even banking, everywhere. So this a big transformation has taken place, and we cannot keep ourselves outdated. Going to the bank, standing in the queue, getting our daily. All those days have gone now. We need to improve. What is being changed, change has to be. The only thing which is permanent is change. So if you are not really getting change, if you are resistant for change, then you will be lagging behind. You will be nowhere in this world because the world is progressing in a greater pace, and we need to go or run with the what is changing. Technology is going. We have to adopt it, and we have to survive. Otherwise, we will be out of the world. I just have tried to. I've seen this brochure that there are different teams, marketing, HR. So I just giving slight each aspect of the theme of this conference. This marketing has taken this using data-driven insights to adjust marketing campaign to see earlier lots of old techniques having big paper advertisement and lot of posters to be given lot of man-made all those have been replaced by digital form. You can see this digital display. You can have this pops up in the internet when you're opening the system. You will get something pop-ups and all these things. Why they're attracting the consumer? They're attracting the people. There is another technique which is a new business trend that's coming up. Instead of spending money on that, they're using more of a digital type of marketing. It is easy, less costly, more effective. And earlier now people used to have their marketing executives, marketing representatives to go around the market, educate customers. So those all things have been changed now. So we need to see that what changes are being taking place, and according to customizing the so wherever so you can find the display. If you here come to Bombay airport, you find Bharati display. If you go to Canada, you will find Karnataka. So customization is another new trend is coming up. No, then artificial intelligence marketing automation also is the chat box and artificial intelligence, customer segmentation, predictive analysis. Just new techniques, new trends coming into the business world. So one either commerce and commerce and management not so different. They are sister concerns. They go parallelly. Commerce and management. So for both the commerce and management, these are very much needed. Now, coming to the video marketing, this is another platform where video content on websites and social media networks, listening, streaming, and strategies and ads on the YouTube and TikTok and other videos. So through this also, you are trying to reach to the unreached because everybody is using smartphone nowadays. The phone has no more a status symbol for right from the street vendor, not to the big person, top manager. Everybody is using smartphone. So in this case, this is very important. Seeing that in the palm, they can see everything entire world. So that is the beauty of the trend, new trend is coming up. Such voice search organization as more people rely on the gadgets like smart speakers and voice activists, Amazon, Alexa, Google are some examples where to get information material must be optimized and for voice search queries. Google language and advertisement, you can have examples, you can see how this are being. So there's a big revolution has come into the business. A big a global change has come into the market, in the commerce, in the management. This is another example of purpose-driven marketing. So get home safe. Uber, Ola, that there are examples where people know when you say you go for cab. The purpose of the person is that yes, you must reach the home safely. So that's how they are making use of this what call, concept in the what call, diversity and the sustainability, frequency, experience, and customer loyalty. So see, these are few companies using the type of slogans. Then you have augmented reality and virtual reality, having ideas of 3D, of showing one type of product in a three dimension, and seeing that customer get attracted and make a decision to go for or not to go for it. So making everything possible for the new customers, let the new customer get attracted to the this new type of technique being used by the marketers, by the business people, and this is another way of making the change in their practices, business practices. Marketing is the second called market, and this is a Netflix uses to give personalized recommendations. And you have marketing automation platform. Uh, this is a metadata, and you have personalization at scale. Then you have conversion marketing. The few examples of marketing plus technology called market. Continue to say this. Human resource management, the other area, this is common for both, management and commerce. We have a hybrid model that is mandatory office with a few flexi days, office first with a remote work that is hybrid 50-50, you can, about the weekdays, you can do alternate day to office and alternate day to the remaining day from home. So that is sort of, new trend has come. You need not go every day to office. Most of the, because in Hyderabad, my university is nearby the IT hub. So earlier, due to lot of rush in the evening, in the morning hours, now that has been almost gone, because most of the companies preferring their employees to work from home, because it may avoid their pick and drop taxi cab or expenditure, and thereby they are getting same output using this new technique developed by the HR experts. Now coming to the other point, the development of upskilling and the skills which are there earlier existing skills, those needs to be upskilled. Improve upon the existing skills called as upskilling. As long as you are not updating yourself, upskilling your skills, then you will be remain back. And for that, you have lots of sources are available where you can improve in your own areas of skills. Then you have different what you call human resource workplaces rules, and those have been changed. And the performance rules management as HR is using more flexible and ongoing feedback channels. Earlier, you had 360 degrees, something like that, and you have other way of feedback mechanism with the people are using the computerized system of getting feedback without knowing it to the giving it to the employees. And upon receiving the feedback, either they will be kept in the organization or they will be out of the organization. So this is another emerging thing in the HR side. Analytics, come to analytics, it is another no predictive analytics and HR utilizing predictive modeling and machine learning algorithms or forecast employees and predicting all this. These are new type of when you speak of analytics, it's a purely computer based, and it will really help a lot to the commerce and also the management professionals in making their decisions accurate and proper. The insurance sector also similarly, we have mobile banking coming up in the banking sector, and we have better payment options available in the banking, and we have strong complex passwords like using special keys, and the banking because the fraud also have been done. I'm not talking about the limitation part of this new emerging trend, but there are advantages. There are positive points. There are advantages of these new trends that they will really helping the lot to the people. As Madam said that it should percolate down to the people who are so far not yet. So these are now slowly reaching to the unreached and making disadvantage against the people at the rural areas or people down the hierarchy. They are getting the benefit now. They in the rural areas also people start doing internet banking, mobile banking, and also they are using these different digital market techniques and making for their business to grow. Insurance sector is almost similar like that. The insurance you can just you want to get query ICSA insurance, other insurance. if you see the mail, if you get mail from company, just click it. The person will call back immediately and try to explore what you want. Why did you click? Is there any requirement of insurance policy like that? So this was not earlier. If I want to have an insurance policy, earlier that I used to go to the agent or the office and to get information. No, they themselves call us. If you click on some message, immediately that goes to the concerned person and they call us back and they try to get information or they try to give you all the information and they make us to buy it. That is not the beauty of this technology, beauty of this new trend. Coming to fintech, finance and technology. Again, this is new emerging field, the finance side. The application of information technology into the financial management area is referred to as fintech. And digital payment, the quick development of digital payment options such as contactless payment, peer-to-peer payment, and transfer of mobile wallet and QR code payment is revolutionizing the way of people conduct a business. Business has become more flexible, more easier these days compared to the transfer of money, the payment of business, whatever you can use. Just having mobile, you can do wonders actually. You can do wonders. People doing lot of share market business by downloading the apps of the stock market, sitting at one place. He is a professional. He is making wonders. He is making lots of money, crores of money on single piece on a mobile phone. That's technology. Then you have cryptocurrency and blockchain. The usage of blockchain technology in the areas of the cryptocurrency such as smart contracts, decentralized finances, and non-fungible tokens. These are few terminologies which are being used for the purpose of making space in the financial management or financial sector or the stock markets. And robo advisors and wealth management. Personalized investment strategies based on the individual risk profiles and financial objectives are provided by AI-powered robot advisors. So the robot technology is also making big differences in the business of this world. The commerce and management, both the professionals using this robotics or artificial intelligence, analytics, making big wonders in the business world. And this is the big emerging trend coming up in the 21st century. Then embedded finances refers to the smooth integration of financial services into non-financial platforms such as retail platforms, then sharing programs, then e-commerce websites. Then fintech, you have other areas. Then business analytics. This is another big augmented analysis, enabling a wider variety of people use analytics by automating the data preparation, insight production, and predictive modeling. So these are the all new technologies, new emerging trends. Maybe we are not using it, but we cannot also keep ourselves outdated. We need to update. It's not that when we are showing business, it is there in the market, it is there in the business world, but maybe we are not acquainted of it, we are not aware of it. We need to get aware of this. We need to start using this type of technique so that if we become advisors, at least we can make people to we can educate people how to they can do operate in the business world. Then we have another predictive and prescriptive analysis, that is predicting the future trends, behavior, results, predictive and prescriptive analysis by receiving more and more attention. Then the facilitate providing the decision making and strategy optimization for enterprises. Whatever the kind of business you are taking, unless and until you make your business more automated, more AI driven, then you will definitely be there in the market, but you cannot really succeed at a greater pace. You cannot really think of making yourself big. You remain small because start with the small. You to big become big. You need to have to improve and go with the changing technologies, adapt it, and so that you can become big in the market. There is you have green management. This is a circular economy for initiatives. Then you have carbon neutrality and net zero targets. Then you have sustainable supply chain management. Then you have green product development. Then research energy adoption. There are few areas. The green management is more of a sustainable and more user friendly, more eco friendly. type of management commercial activities to be undertaken. That is what the new 21st century in the business people have to take care of the society, because it's binding responsibility on every individual or corporate that they cannot do things on the cost of the people. That's what the green initiatives by ESG is coming up with government. The government also insisting that yes, we have to do a lot of things for the no safeguarding the degradation of the environment. For that, green management is important aspect which is to be taken care of by the business, commerce and management people. We have different biodiversity conservation, and we have corporate reporting and transparency, stakeholder engagement and ESG, that is environmental and social governance ESG, very important aspect of these days. Thank you so much for patiently listening. I think I've done the best of my ability. Thank you so much for patiently.
Words of wisdom. You really touched upon the topic very nicely. Sir actually covered every facet of commerce and business management. Uh, we have a guest of honor, Dr. Bhagwanti H. Nanwani ma'am. I'm happy to introduce our guest of honor. Dr. Bhagwanti H. Nanwani is the director of Sadhu Vaswani Institute of Management Studies, Pune. Ma'am is a true writer at heart. She was earlier freelancing for the Femina magazine. Dr. Nanwani has presented papers at several national and international seminars and conferences. Ma'am is a trainer at Maharashtra State of Entrepreneurship Development. Ma'am has served mentor for Tribal under call, an initiative for the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and Facebook Meta. Dr. Nanwani is recognized PhD guide for commerce and management. Ma'am is a member of several prestigious bodies such as Indian Commerce Association, Rotary Club, to name a few. Please put your hands together for Dr. Nanwani. मैम के लिए एक अशार है, सहने चमन को अपनी बहारों पे नाज था, सहने चमन को अपनी बहारों पे नाज था, वो आ गया तो सारी बहारों पे छा गया. डॉक्टर ननवानी मैम.
Gen Z, you are very busy talking. Good morning. Thank you, and maintain the enthusiasm. Uh, we've all been talking here about technology, and let me tell you, my technology has failed here. Okay? So the human technology is right in front of you, and I'll try to do justice. Dr. Tabassum, I'm so very delighted to be at this conference. Thank you very much for having me over. I also am in gratitude of your management members of the day, Dr. Professor Ahmad, and dignitaries on and off the days, and my very dear students. So till the laptop comes in, let's begin some kind of talk. Recently, I was reading about leadership, Forbes magazine, and it said that there is a distinct change in leadership today. And Gen Z, you must listen to this, okay? Because you are the future. What but leaders, okay? You are the future leaders, and therefore you must necessarily be equipped with these skills. Today, while being introduced, I realized my deficiency. I must learn the Shero Shairi. I love to. Yes. And as a teacher, I would have loved to give you a wisecrack on that, but I failed. Okay, so what are the few very very emerging trends in leadership? Leadership today has to be focused on well-being, your well-being. Okay, people were not as interested in the well-being of their employees. They just thought that okay, इनको decision making में बिठा दिया, engagement हो गई, that's it. But today the leader has to be bothered about your well-being. Today the leader has to be emotionally intelligent. You know why? Gen Z makes leadership difficult. It's very difficult to keep you entertained. It's very difficult to keep you engaged. It's very difficult to keep you in one particular job. Why? The fault is not with you. You're too smart. Okay? So obviously, leadership has to match up and leadership has to be emotionally strong. There are many flaws in Gen Z. It's not that you are without fault, as we are also with fault. But emotional intelligence demands that you are coached into becoming wonderful leaders. Okay? And leadership, irrespective of age, has to be conversant, has to know about artificial intelligence. Leadership has to know about diversity, inclusion. Madam Tabassum spoke about nation being built in parallels. That is why you have the Ferraris and the Mercedes, and you also have the bullock cart in India. Even today, when I was coming along Bhiwandi, I saw buffaloes. Hey, it was after a very long time that I saw them. Okay? So, India lives in parallels. We have the gulf between the rich and the poor, and it will take many, many years. Thank you so much. It will take many, many years to bridge that gap. But it is these innovations which are going to help make our society inclusive. There are bound to be faults, there are bound to be lapses. But that's about it. We've got to live. Okay? Now the question is, I need you to answer because I want you to be engaged. Okay? What's the biggest challenge before management? What do you mean by management? क्या काम करते हैं मैनेजमेंट? Huh? Title, management, that's it. What does management do? Chalo, you smarties, come on, there's no wrong answer. Please get up and say. I'm very fond of walking, along the aisle where students are concerned. I can come there also and make you talk. What is management? Yes, yes, we can stand up. It's yours. Okay? Doing things in a systematic manner. Hey, let's give the lady a round of applause. Yeah. And ah, it's the art of handling things. Yes, it's called and 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 management is about finding solutions. Okay, do you agree with this? Right. So, if there is an emerging trend which has caught on, it is about how we are handling solutions, how we are handling problems. So, as I told you, management has to be aware of artificial intelligence. I was very flummoxed when some time back there was a press conference of humanoids. You know what's humanoids? Anyone? If you don't know, I'll be happy to tell you. But if you know, I'd like to hear. What is a humanoid? Okay, it's like a robo, but it has emotion. It's like a human being. Okay? So it has expressions, it has emotions like a human being. And there was a press conference of 9 humanoids in Geneva, okay, for the UN. And this humanoid was asked the question, do human beings make good leaders? Can humanoids make good leaders? Now I'd like you to hear this if the clip permits. I'm not able to recognize my own laptop. Okay, if this comes, it's nice. If not, I'll tell you the answer. Okay, forget it. See, this humanoid said, when the question was asked, do you think a humanoid will make a better leader? And the humanoid said, yes, we can become better leaders than human beings. You know why? Because we don't have biases. We don't have emotions. Digital twins, you know twins, right? We're all happy when we see twins. Maza aata hai na, when you know one person has done the masti and the other one gets a whack. Correct? Or the same twin gets two sweets and the bichara twin who doesn't talk doesn't get anything. Have you heard of digital twins? Digital twins means there is a virtual product and you create a duplicate, sorry, there's a real product and you create a virtual one, on the cloud. Do you know your own replica can be created? Do you know that your own digital format can be created? Not just how you look, your inner emotions, your inner behavior, your inner, aspirations can all be on the cloud. Okay, the digital version of, let's say, Asma, digital version of, let's say, Salima. Okay, so marketers don't have to come and ask you what you want. They have your digital format. They know how you're feeling. They know what kind of mood you are in, and they'll give you that kind of a product so that you don't say a no. That is the meaning of a digital twin. Is it happening? Yes. It is happening. It's happening in France, in the malls in France. The way consumers buy products, it's picked up by the sensors, and they next know how to change the product to appeal to the consumer. Is it happening in India? Yes, of course it is spot on. Alright? For instance, I read about this that there is a Mahakoli junction here on Bhiwandi. Okay, I read it up on the net. Malkoli. Oh, I'm sorry. Malkoli. And apparently there are traffic jams there. And it's a very vital link, connects you to Thane, Nashik, real trophy. Asia's largest logistical hub. Okay, Malkoli. And I believe that there are traffic problems there. Can you have a digital board of that to check how that problem can be solved? Yes. Can you solve problems of Dharavi using a digital twin? Yes. Is India using it? Yes. 100 cities in India have digital twins, and urban problems are being tried. They're making an attempt to solve urban problems using the concept of digital twins. Are you using it in medicine? Yes. Okay. A duplicate can be made of your heart, and your heart, through sensors, you can study what is going on, what are the problems, do the solutions on the virtual heart, and then bring it back to your real heart. Sounds exciting? Yes. Is it being used in automobiles? Yes. So big time trend is happening in India and the rest of the world. Let's go to the next trend. Man spoke about many of these things not being very inclusive. But one of the emerging trends is good governance. Alright? Good governance. Good services by the government. Again, we are using AI, digital tools to get this to happen. You all know about Aadhaar, right? You know about the KYC, you know about the e-signature, you know about how you get your scholarships through, the Aadhaar-based number, you know about the DigiLocker, you know about the ABC ID, blah, blah, blue, okay? So all this is called as the India Stack. And you'll be surprised, 50 countries in the world have signed MOUs with India to take on some kind of India Stack components. Is that big or no? Is that nation building or no? It is. It is. It is putting us into some kind of global space. I know there are problems with Aadhaar. I know there are problems with API, but it doesn't mean that the trend is not powerful or that the trend will not lead to a change in India or it will not lead to a change in building our destinies towards a brighter future. I don't know how many have heard about Umang. Umang is another app that has been brought for your and my use. You want to do what? Registration, stamp duty, whatever, you can do it on Umang. You've got the Namo app, okay? It may be misused for various reasons, but it captures your mood towards different policies, towards different interventions. So that is about your good governance, and it has definitely improved financial inclusion. It has definitely improved social inclusion. Many of these subsidies are now directly going to the people. Are you aware? Previously, sorry to say this, colleges were cheating students where scholarships were concerned. Today, the scholarship goes directly to you. Is that not development? Is that not nation building? Okay. Now let's come to my favorite topic, youth, Gen Z. I've already told you how smart you are. Okay? The beautiful thing about Gen Z, and management should know about them, is you people are very resolute, very determined. Okay? That you want to become self-independent, you want to be self-employed, you don't want to really depend on your mother, father, unlike me and my previous generation. We always went to our mother, father. Okay? Like, ये खरीद के दे दो, ये ऐसा करो. Most of us, not all, but you people are different. So you want to be self-employed. You want to get into the tech startups. All right. I believe that Gen Z says we want to retire by the age of 35, 40. Right. So you've got to become very rich very fast. So you are not the people who will be seeking jobs. You are the people who will be creating jobs. Okay? Isn't that wonderful? How many of you want to start your own jobs? Your own businesses? Anyone from here? Good, good. That's woman empowerment. Your Dr. Tabassum must be congratulated. If women are going to become entrepreneurs, what more do you want? Right? Wonderful. Put a pat on your back, ladies, whoever wants to become the entrepreneur. But Gen Z is planning to get into agriculture in a very big way. Agriculture is going to change. Technology is going to come into agriculture. And, already people's practices, tastes are changing. So, what you see of agriculture today is not going to remain the same. I wonder if you know there are some 1,500 agri-tech startups in India already. And the number is forecasted to be even larger in the next few years. Are you aware? I was pleasantly surprised. 45% of newcomers in mutual funds are who? Gen Z. 45% of new investors for mutual funds are Gen Z. Okay? So what has happened? Wealth tech startups are going to come up. I don't know if people have already come to your college from BSc, MSc, coming and giving lectures on investor awareness. You know why? Because they know you're the next person having money. Okay? They want to educate you of how to save. So Gen Z is known for cryptocurrency, for NFTs. I don't know if you know the meaning, but gradually they are changing to individual stocks. Okay, but this is very, very healthy. Gen Z is learning to save much, much, much earlier than what my generation or a generation before that ever thought about. I think this is true nation building. Okay. Then there is a story of startups. Startups have made India come on global rank number 3. I don't know if you're aware, 100 odd unicorns were there just in May 22. You know what is a unicorn? Unicorn is some organization which is not even 10 years old and which has $1 billion of valuation. You know how many in India in May 22? Just that 1 year period? 100 unicorns. Can you imagine the job creation that has happened by these unicorns? Do you know how much space, how much status they have enjoyed in the world? It's fascinating when you hear young people who have started tech and are making brilliant amount of money. You need to be congratulated. Your spirit, your endeavor, your energy needs to be congratulated. Okay? So that's big. Wealth techs, startups, unicorns, agricultural techs, okay? All these sectors are blossoming in India. These are the new trends that we must capture and we must leverage and capitalize on. Another new thing, again, related to Gen Z, is creator economy. Creator economy. Have you heard, you guys, in how many minutes do you see your mobile? 8 hours. सच सच बता ना भैया एग्जाम नहीं है हाँ सच्ची 8 hours out of 24 और okay research shows hey guys research shows that you can't do without your mobile after every 10 minutes. You must see your mobile. If you haven't seen it, I'm very grateful to you. How many of you are on your mobile right now? Don't worry, Dr. Tabas. Every 10 minutes you want to see your mobile. Right? Yeah. So what we have done is management is allow them to use mobile internet. So we start studying. Okay. 91% of the people who are on mobile and on social media watch the social media. It's the worded it differently. You must pardon me. 91% of those who use social media are on the mobile. You know what has happened therefore? Your marketing has gone to social media. So what has happened? Bina puche also you give your what opinion? ये चीज अच्छी, ये बुरी, ये लेना ही नहीं चाहिए. You become influencers. And do you know by influencing or even de-influencing, you are earning millions of dollars. Are you aware? Thank you. That is called as a creator economy. You are the creator. Go home, learn how to make a wonderful pickle from your grandma. That recipe, if you go on Gumroad, whatever, okay? You go and put it over there. Who knows, you can become a billionaire. Yeah, people have been doing that. You know how to sing in a different way? Go on to the social media, go on to these platforms, and who knows, right? You don't have to go to KBC. You can start your own billionaire business, okay? Creator economy is more than 100 billion today, and there are more than 303 million influencers in the world. So this is what Gen Z is so very capable of. There's one more good thing about Gen Z. You people are more conscious about sustainability. I wonder if you know India is committed to sustainability. Are you aware, for instance, even your EVs, electric vehicles are going to be out. You're going to be having the biogas fuel for the vehicles. Maruti Suzuki is coming up with a 4-wheeler with biogas in this year. TVS, Hero, Honda, their Bajaj is coming up with a two-wheeler which is going to have flex fuel. You can just keep changing the fuels, and India is moving on the path of sustainability. Okay? And now, because my time is up, let me come to something which is not so good. This is a business opportunity. You can take a business opportunity. This is not something good. We've gone into what is called as a sleep economy. You know what is sleep economy? How many of you sleep well here? Can you count the numbers? Research shows every fourth Indian is unable to sleep. You have insomnia. You have apnea. Japan is the first country with people who cannot sleep. India is number 2. Every fourth Indian cannot sleep. There's so much of tension. There's so much of work. We don't have work-life balance. Okay? So, India is going to lose out on young talent like you. Because the biggest, the best, if I can use wrong English, the bestest productivity tool is sleep. And we don't have it. And therefore you have business opportunity. Heard of the Calm app? Calm, meditation, podcast, your mattresses, I don't know what title, bedtime stories. All these are picking up in business. If you want to get into that business, get onto the bandwagon, but this is not nation building. On that note, let me end. My young friends, I wish you well, and I wish to see you as very progressive and very proactive citizens of this great country. Thank you.
It was really mesmerizing, your speech, ma'am.